Hey guys, it's Alice again. So this is the second half of last week's video. So if you haven't seen last week's video, I did a 90s/noughties throwback TV show I was going to say film, it's not a film, a video, and it turned out it was going to get way too long for me to include into one video, so I split it in half, and this is the second half. So this half involves 90s films. Now I am 90% sure I've missed some off because I lived for watching videos every night before I went to bed. Remember, like VCRs, big chunky videos, and you had to like rewind them, and then you went too far and it took so long. Yeah, those, I used to watch those every night, and my mum's version of grounding me when I'd been naughty was to remove all my videos from my room, so that's how much I loved them. So yeah, I've compiled a list. Hopefully this video isn't too long. Let me know your favourite films from your childhood down below, I'd love to hear it, and let's go. Film number one, and this is partly to do with the fact that I have also watched it as a musical, and it's so good, is Matilda. I love Matilda, and again, I'm pretty sure it recently got put on Netflix. Has it? Am I making that up? I don't know, but absolutely love Matilda. Who doesn't want magic powers? She was so sassy. She like conquered the world with her magic powers. It's just an iconic film for me, and if you haven't seen the musical version in London, you need to. Another one that I always used to get mixed up with Matilda is Madeline, and now I am 100% sure that that is currently on Netflix. If you haven't ever seen Madeline, go and watch it. It's like set in France, and it's a girls' boarding school, and I don't think it's like majorly amazing as a film, but I used to love it, and something just kind of related with me. What? Something just kind of hit me with that film, and I used to watch it all the time. Matilda and Madeline were like my go-to videos. Bedknobs and Broomsticks. This definitely wasn't a 90s film. I'm pretty sure this is a lot older than me, but I loved that film, and again, it's on Netflix, which is incredible. I'm so happy with my Netflix subscription right now. I just love Bedknobs and Broomsticks. Like, I mean, the animation and stuff, looking back at it, is really bad, but I just like the concept of the story. It's so like quirky, and like the witch and the animals, and like when they're like bobbing along on the bottom of the beautiful briny sea, and they like swim sideways. I remember when I went on holiday, I always used to try and swim sideways like they did in that film. Fun facts about me, I am so weird. Jumanji was terrifying as a child. It's still kind of scary actually, but incredible, and I loved it. Like, I just really like that film, and if you haven't watched the recently released remake of it, it's really good. It's so funny. It doesn't kind of like try and be the older film. It's just amazing, so definitely go and watch the remake, but the original Jumanji is incredible, although terrifying. Was really cool. Toy Story, yes. Okay, so I'm gonna try and resist saying too many Disney Pixar films, because I feel like you guys know I pretty much love every single Disney film. Cinderella was a favourite. The new Tangled film is a favourite, even though that's definitely not a noughties film. Like the old classics, Sleeping Beauty, Aladdin, Pocahontas, loved all them, have the entire collection on VHS still. I am that person. But Toy Story is especially close to my heart, and I don't really know why. I think it was because it was the first kind of modern animation that they'd done, and it was released in the year I was born, so Toy Story is now 22 years old, like I am, and that is kind of scary. I actually watched it the other night and it really cheered me up, so if you haven't watched Toy Story for a while, definitely recommend. It's such a classic, and I think it's so cool that that many years ago they could make such cool animation. Willy Wonka, oh my goodness, the old classic one. I don't like the new one, and I think it's because I was kind of so into the old one, but I loved Willy Wonka. Like Charlie and like his grandpa when they dance around the bed, and all of his grandparents share a bed. Like, it's just so cute, and like that wallpaper that they do they scratch it or do they lick it? I think they lick it. Like edible wallpaper. Who doesn't want an edible wallpaper? The original Annie film is, again, something I really liked, and I just loved the songs from that. Fun fact, I actually played Miss Hannigan in a play when I was like 13. I was very bad, not meant to be an actress, but I tried. And I've also watched Annie, like the musical version of it, and it's so good. So if you ever get a chance to see that as well, like in theatre on stage, 10 out of 10. This one I actually randomly had an urge to watch the other day, and I don't know how I'm going to watch it because I don't have it other than on video. But does anyone even have video players anymore? I don't know. Stuart Little. I feel like Stuart Little is such an underrated film. I used to love him. He's so cute. Like, what a weird concept. They adopt a rat instead of a human, and I loved that film. And he had his little like toy car thing, and like they lived in the golf course. It's just, it's so weird, but I loved Stuart Little. I did actually mention this in the last one, but Rugrats is a definite yes. I had loads of VHS videos of the Rugrats set. I think I had like a full-on box set, like a big massive chunky box set of videos. And then I also had like the Rugrats in Paris movie, the Rugrats movie, and I recently watched them on Netflix and I still love them a lot. It's just an iconic film for me. Pretty sure Primark have brought out Rugrats themed clothes too. I think I'm gonna have to buy some. The Wizard of Oz. Now, again, pretty sure this isn't a 90s release, but The Wizard of Oz was like something that all my friends used to talk about. We used to love her sparkly red shoes, like there's no place like home, there's no place like home, and like the song, and oh, it's just such such a strange story. Once again, like who even thinks of the storyline like that, but it's just so iconic, and I just remember that so much from my childhood. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. If here he is, the Wizard of Wiz, if ever there was, there was, if ever was, there was the Wizard of Oz. This one because of the wonderful things he does. Do 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 do. We're off to see the wizard, the wonderful Wizard of Oz. I'm enjoying myself way too much. Oh, Mary Poppins. Again, really strange story. Like, she had a magic bag. That honestly blew my mind as a child when she put her hand in that bag and like pulls out like a mirror and a coat hanger, and not like a coat stand, is that what they're called when you put your coats on? I don't know, I'm gonna shut up. I used to love Mary Poppins, and again, pretty sure it's on Netflix. Netflix are killing the game with like the throwback videos, films. Spy Kids, again, Netflix is on it. Love Spy Kids. I still am a big fan of Spy Kids 1 because that just to me is like the all-time classic. Who doesn't want a backpack that makes you fly? And like when they put those little tokens in a magic microwave and out pops a McDonald's. Why isn't that a thing? It's 2018, I feel like that should be a thing. Grease, again, throwback. Pretty sure it's not a 90s film. I think that's more kind of like my mum's era. My mum most definitely encouraged me to watch that film as a child, but I just love the classicness of it. And then when Sandy turns into like a badass with the leather thing at the end and the curly hair, you can't go wrong. Chitty Chitty Bang Bang. Again, so cool. When that guy like flies up in his little shed and like the big Zimphon thingy balloon. I'm just going to insert all the photos on screen because I have no idea what they're called, but honestly I need to watch that. I've not watched that in a long time. The Santa Claus. Okay, this is Christmas themed, so nothing to do with what kind of time of year it is, but the Santa Claus 1, 2 and 3, iconic. 1 and 2 are definitely the best. I actually have purchased the box set DVD version so I can still watch them every year, and I do. I love it. I love the story. I love how festive it makes me feel. It's just like a tradition that I've had since a very young age to watch the Santa Claus at Christmas. And also another Christmas film, which if you watch my vlogs you will know about, is Rudolph the Red-Nosed Reindeer, the movie. It's a not very well known movie, I don't think. Like, I've never heard anyone else talk about it, but for some reason it is the kind of epiphany of my childhood. I love it so much and I get so upset if I don't watch it on Christmas Eve. It's my little tradition. It's just so cute. The last one I've got on this list is Mary-Kate and Ashley, and they used to be so cool. Like, that was a thing to watch. They were the girls to see. I remember getting like, you know when you get like annuals at Christmas, and like I got Mary-Kate style guide and like different things like that. I used to love Mary-Kate and Ashley, and I remember going to like the big Asda as a kid, and they had a whole like shelf stacked full of Mary-Kate and Ashley DVDs on offer, and Mum let me pick them and I was buzzing for life. I still have them. They were just so cool. But yeah, that is the last one I've got on my list. I'm pretty sure if I actually went home and looked at my DVD drawer and at my old video kind of shelf, I'd find so many more. So if I do, I'll like let you know, I guess, if you want me to do another one of these kind of videos. I do actually have a list of my favourite 90s toys, so maybe that's another idea. If you want to see that one, let me know. But yeah, thank you so much for watching this video. Let me know your faves down below, and I'll see you soon for another one. Bye!